We've all heard enough and more about the calorie balance theory for obesity, which says you have to balance the calories in and calories out. If the calories in is greater than the calories out, then you will gain weight. So eat less, exercise more, and balance your body weight. It's all only about the numbers. It's purely numbers. You count this, you count that, you calculate this, and everything will be fine. So you just count your calories. So when you go to the dietitian, they will say, let's have a calorie restriction diet. And based on the body weight, they will give a diet chart for 1200 calories or 1500 calories or 2000 calories based on how much your weight is and how much you ought to reduce. So it's all about the numbers. And in the Indian context, you will get suggested to eat whole grains instead of refined grains, which anyway does not reduce the diabetes nor the weight gain, even though people have been trying it for many decades. I, for example, was advised to eat chapatis instead of rice. Coming from a South Indian state where rice used to be the staple, this was strange and also a little difficult for me, but I forced myself to eat chapatis, but I didn't lose weight. Someone told me that a North Indian whose staple is chapati made of wheat was advised to eat rice because that would help them reduce the blood sugar and the weight. So if we all interchanged and ate food and all the North Indians ate rice and all the South Indians ate chapati instead, we should all be losing weight. The number of people with obesity is increasing. More and more people are getting obesity. Moreover, the obesity in the individual is getting worse. It's not getting better. An individual with obesity gets only worse and worse. So in both ways, this has not worked. We saw in several other videos why it doesn't work. We saw two reasons: that obesity is not a calorie balance problem, it's a hormonal imbalance problem. Also, it's not just the number of calories that goes in, we have to take into account the source of this energy. The source of these calories has to be taken into account because different sources of energy, different kinds of food, cause different hormonal responses by the body. Dr. Jason Fung, in his series The Etiology of Obesity, explains that hunger hormone increases when you reduce calories. He quotes a study where subjects were placed on a calorie restriction diet, and after a year, it was expected that the body would get used to this. However, at the end of more than a year, when the subjects were measured, it was discovered that their hunger hormones were still high and their satiety hormones were low. Ghrelin had increased, ghrelin, which causes hunger, had increased. Peptide YY had decreased, CCK had decreased, and amylin had decreased. So the hormones which signal to the brain that you are full and that you don't need to eat anymore had decreased, and the hormones which signal hunger to the brain had increased after a year of being on a calorie restriction diet. Even after such a long time on being on this diet, the body did not get used to it. These people were hungrier after a year. Their hunger had increased and their desire to eat had also increased. In a calorie restriction diet, when the input is reduced, when there is reduced calorie intake, then the metabolism also lowers. The body works to lower the metabolism. Therefore, the rate at which energy is spent is also decreased. So, calorie restriction diets create metabolic adaptations in the body that reduce energy expenditure and increase hunger. Why is this? This is because the problem of insulin has not been solved. When there are higher levels of insulin in the body and they are there constantly, when both these happen simultaneously, a person develops metabolic syndrome, which includes insulin resistance, diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. Once the problem of higher levels of insulin and constant stimulus of insulin are addressed, then body weight will decrease. And this can be achieved by the LCHF lifestyle, which includes eating LCHF foods, low carb, high fat foods, and intermittent fasting. So, adopting the LCHF lifestyle will reduce insulin resistance and therefore help to reduce body weight. I hope this information is useful to you and helps you on your journey to good health and long life. Thank you.